Hello, my fellow Transformer fan. This is I, Cyberman, with a new review. And that's right, I finally got a new character that I bought yesterday. I would have done it yesterday, this review, but I was kind of tired. But I am today with a special piece that goes well with it. So here we are, the Prime Leader. Primea Prime. Yes, it's... I have to admit, I don't gotta lie, earlier I had a hard time aligning this because his thing right here for his transformation, like right there, I would zoom, but I'm trying to, actually, let's see if I can. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this piece right here, like, this is the connection to his legs, right here. I gotta say, aligning this, at least for me, the first time it was kind of easy, but then I just realized I did it wrong because of how that part right there where his hand is, so you can basically see how, if you've ever seen somebody else review this, they probably did this better than me. But the thing is, for me, this is like a little hard to align properly because, as you can see, here, his arm looks like he should be going an angle, and it really isn't. It's supposed to be straight, but that's how it looks. And this is also like that. Like it's lowering down, as you can see. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know if you had troubles too, because I hope I'm not the only one who has problems with this particular part. We'll click here. It doesn't break or anything, but still. And that aside, you can see the cool details on his vehicle mode. Now, I really hope, what's that one thing? Toy Hacks. Yeah, Toy Hacks, who do stickers, really find some good, really does have like a lot of good options to areas that could be with that specific gold, the Cybertronian gold, because it really would be good. Or at least a little more silver on the blue, because I have to say, this is a really good detail prime right here. And a lot of translucent canopy pieces right here, as well as you can see that. Let's see if I can get a little closer too. Yeah, like this is really beautiful work. I miss translucent basically figures with translucent parts. It just makes it worth, like, it actually is like a real vehicle. It's just really good. And also, the wheels are pretty cute too. Granted, depending on your surface, these don't really, well, you can see right there, that's that gap I was trying to say. Yeah, that little gap problem is the one thing I hate the most. But other than that, it's more solid. And because of that gap, you can tell that that one wheel right there doesn't really go anywhere. But then again, my table's not exactly flat until I get a better one. But that aside, yeah. And above, obviously, this is his Star Saber, that, well, half of it. I have to admit, I was really hoping they wouldn't do the whole smaller version of his weapon. But it is actually pretty well detailed, and it does look like a crystal blade, which is pretty cool. But yeah, then there's the detail to his legs. This is actually pretty cool, how they managed to give him that much detail, but at the same time, less paint apps. Which again, if Toy Hacks decide to repaint him, I totally would take it, because this is actually pretty. I would love to see a little more silver and gold on here, Cybertronian gold at least. And then the head parts right here. And the cool thing is, he can be weaponized, as you can see on his ports right here. This is like his bumpers / shoulders, and also this is the front. And yes, you can put something right here. Actually, hold up. And there's his face. And there's the handle. And there's the Star Saber. Oh yeah. And yes, you can do this. Let's see if I can get this right. Yeah. Now, the one thing I'm really glad they thought this out, because mostly we don't really get this kind of thing unless it's from the Toyland of War for Cybertron, is his own hover mode. But I don't know, you get this smidge bigger. Yeah, there you go. That's actually pretty cool. I feel like, though, they really could do a little more, but I'm not complaining completely because, hey, this is the very first time Prima is a thing. And I'm not gonna I'm not gonna complain too much because I like how solid this guy is. Normally, when I get characters like him, he would be so hard. They would be so hard to transform, or there's a part of him that was loose. I do have a Vector Prime toy that's really loose, but I'm not gonna review him until I get my upgrades for him, which I really hope comes soon. But that being said, yeah. So basically, that's him in hover mode. The Star Saber. Now the cool thing is that the upgrade I'm about to show after this, and as you can see, that piece is going to be cool because you probably already know, but I'm going to save that for last. Alright, now, since I might as well, you take this legs out, since it's already loose, and then you pull his feet. Yeah, you gotta move that aside. And then you promptly put this in here because it's on a double hinge, like so. Like that. And there's his, then you split this up. Well, you basically slide, but you know, that way. And then there's random car mode with legs. Now, let's see if we can stretch up a bit more. Now, what you want to do here is that this piece here, the front bumper, you pull that up. You basically leave that alone, but it depends on how you're transforming it. You unplug these on the side because, like I said, this part here, both, are connected like that. And what you want to do is, like, you pull out the hands like this, and then you close it, and you swivel them all the way like that. And then you do the same thing with the other hand, on the other arm. Yeah. Plus the shoulders really can do this a lot for transformation as well. And as for this, alright, let me see if I can pull this up a bit more. There we go. Let's pull that up like that. He is a Voyager class, so that's how tall he is. And then we try to straighten out the back, because that's where there's like a little handle right here. The hinge right there. And then you clip that part there, because this goes like this all the way for transformation reasons. And then, oh, right. As you can see, when you open this, he has like a special hinge that you gotta click up like that, so you know. And that little piece right here is what connects him behind his head. And then you fold his wheels like this. And then like that. And then here, you gotta try to align it right, because there's tabs right here that go behind. Let's see if I can do this right here. Yeah, it takes a while. You clip like that, as you can see right there. See if I can fix that up a bit. There you go. And there you are. Voyager class Prima. Prime. Right. That I get used to. And that's the cool part is. Oh, also his legs have things like that to keep him more stable. That's what I was trying to say. Usually the other characters have issues with that, but I'm good. And he does have leg swivels. It's a little bit on the loose on mine, but yeah. There we go. But an easy fix. Ooh. Anyway, and now for the main attraction. There was a thing that, hang on, let me just close up a bit. The thing what people were worried about was his head, but I never had a problem with it because I rarely saw that Transformer in the series as well as the comics. I had to say, I actually enjoyed the head. The only thing I think they wasted, especially with the translucent, is that they could have given him translucent eyes, because just two square holes there and a little, well, resin, as I call it, could have actually given him translucent eyes. That would have been perfect for him. Other than that, there's his pieces. He's well designed. You can see the detailing work of everything. Like, I've seen some people customize this part here because it looks good in Cybertronian gold. And I have to agree, that would be cool. Like I said, if Toy Hacks someday make a sticker thing, I hope it's like not too expensive, but good enough for me to get for him. Because, yeah, he's pretty cool. Alright, let me just this a bit. There we go. And now for the main part, which you already know, is the Matrix of Leadership. And the cool part is that he has these kind of hands. I love these hands. Like, we don't ever get these kind of hands as much. See if I can get this right, because I know I did one time. And there's the falling. Come on. Hit. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Actually, yeah, speaking of which, it is translucent, which I'm actually kind of glad they did. That's actually kind of a cool thing. Let's see if I can fix this up a bit. And you can see the crevice in there. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. And, as always, the Matrix can combine into this area. Into the Star Saber. Yeah. This is awesome. I've always wanted something like this, and I know it was kind of expensive, like $37, but I rarely get to buy this kind of thing, so I said screw it. It was kind of worth it. Now for the actual surprise, which probably is no real big deal as much. Hang on. See if I can. Oh, let's acknowledge it. There's something that obviously would be a cool upgrade, and probably many of you guys already have it, so let's see. For the transformation. Ah, yeah. Oh, you see this artifact? Yeah. Yeah, this one was particularly one of my favorites. And it looks so good with him, too. Check it out. That is awesome. Yeah. I do recommend if you want this, I'll find the link in the description for the eBay, because I got it from eBay years ago. But damn, that looks cool. The thing is that I really wish I have the Dark Star Sabers too. I really wish the blade could be a little longer, but at least it's somewhat longer than this one. Still cool. I probably will repaint this because I really don't like that. Like this blade is oh, which reminds me. Let's see if I can. There it is. You can see the Prima's blade. The Prima's symbol right there. Yeah, there it is. The symbol of Prima. I love that. That is so cool. Though I think maybe for me, I'm gonna put his symbol. I'm gonna make a sticker for him to put his symbol as a sticker and just put on his vehicle mode. Because I feel like if you're gonna have your symbol there, please put it on your own character. That's just me. Basically. Yeah. But yeah, basically, if you want to do a lot of stuff with him, you can definitely weaponize him. I know I did a few times with this, as well as his feet right there. Granted, he is limited. If you do weaponize him, these two ports... Oh, let's see. Yeah. This part right here is it can fit, but it's a little more hollow. It's not as hollow as these, so you might want to be careful how you put things right there. Other than that, he is pretty transformable. Oh, which reminds me. Sorry. And voila! He can have his own. You could just put it on the side, like much. Oh, that is such a cool pose right here. That is sick. But yeah, there he is, Voyager class, leader of the Primes, Prima Prime, with the Matrix and Star Sabers. I will say this is the most straight up figure I've ever gotten, despite the transformation glitch on his sides. He is pretty much the coolest guy I've gotten this year, and I do plan on getting, hopefully, most of the primes. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but I will say I will get Onyx Prime, that for sure, and Solus Prime, because I was lucky with Vector Prime. I know, all the primes. Not a guarantee I'll get all of them, but maybe I can, because I know I got Alpha Trion Prime, but he's not from this line. He's actually from the Power of the Primes line, which is the Headmasters and Prime Cores. Well, actually, he's from the Headmasters, but, you know, close enough. So, yeah, there he is. And I gotta do a pose. Well, the right pose, as everyone knows. Let's see if I can. There we go. Wait, maybe if I can. There we go. So there he is, leader of the Primes, Primer Prime. And as always, see you next time.